Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending tonight's commencement ceremony of Ozarks Technical Community College. We would like to remind you to please silence your cell phones. Thank you. The ceremony will begin in a few minutes.
Thank you to my family and everyone for supporting me, especially Steve Fritz, who is now a doctorate. I am very excited to graduate with my AA in teaching as well as my American Sign Language certificate.
My name is Destin Pearsall. I'm a first-generation college graduate. I want to thank my family, my teachers, and really just the whole of OTC for the opportunity I've been given. Thanks, guys.
We just want to say thanks to Becky Stevens for everything you've done for us through our MA program.
You're amazing and we love you.
Shout out to my family. This program was difficult, but you guys made it so much better, and I couldn't have got through it without you. I love you guys.
I just want to say thank you to all those who support me and continue to support me. And I love you all so much. And thank you for absolutely everything. I appreciate it.
I do want to give a shout out to my mom, who's been my constant drive and my go-to person, just for basically just mostly been there for me.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm so glad you all are here. Hello to Noah and his family. I'm so glad you're here, and I love you.
I want to say thank you so much to everyone that has gotten me to this point, and thank you to everyone who has been involved with Grain Council. You have seriously made my life at OTC something I will never forget. So thank you very much.
Shout out to my husband, Jay. You're the reason I got through this program. I love you, big dog.
I want to shout out to my mom. Her support made this whole thing possible. And I'm just really grateful because I've managed to complete two things at the same time.
I just want to shout out to my parents and thank them for carrying me through the program through one of the hardest times of my life, and to all the respiratory therapy faculty for being personable and helpful in every moment that they could be.
I'd like to shout out Derek, Xander, and Amanda, my friends I've met along here at OTC. Shout out to all the ambassadors as well, and all my tour guide workers and co-workers.
Thank you to our advisors, Miss Johnson, Miss Canton, Miss Yost, and Miss Santiago.
Thank you to Dr. Stephen Fritz and Joe Fritz for creating the American Sign Language program, as well as Bobby, who was super helpful. And thank you to my grandparents for always supporting me and helping me get here. I wanted to say thank you to my amazing children, Carson, Emily, and Lainey, as well as my fiance, Travis, and my amazing advisors, Dee, Micah, and Todd Yerby.
Hello, Mom. Thank you so much for supporting this journey. And to my girl, Pinky, I love you so much, and I know you are so very proud of me.
Hey, just want to give a shout out to Landon Vincent. That's my man right there. And just everything he's got me through. And also my navigator, Shelby.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and my parents, my family, especially to the ECD teachers. They've taught me more than I could ever imagine, and they're probably the reason that I've come this far, so thank you.
I'd like to thank my parents and a special teacher, but Angela Branson and James Graves, they're my parents. Thank you guys for believing in me. And thank you for Dana Price for believing in me as well. So thank you.
I just want to thank my mom and my family for always supporting me, and Miss Amy Shelley and Miss Crabtree for being great instructors and helping me to be all that I can be. Thank you.
Just a shout out to the main person in my life, my mom. Shout out to you. Thank you for bringing me into this world and always being with me, standing with me, and getting my back.
Thank you for OTC, for everything that they've done. It's been a great journey, and I know everything's gonna be well from now on. It's been a long journey, but thank goodness we are done. Yay!
Good afternoon. If you're able, please remain standing. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 commencement ceremony of Ozarks Technical Community College. Today, we celebrate the academic achievements of our students. To the graduates in front of us, families and friends, today is your day. But for all of us at Ozarks Tech, the faculty, staff, administration, and the Board of Trustees, it is also our day. Being here to witness the achievements of our students is an honor. Thank you, graduates, for choosing to be a part of your journey, letting us be a part of your journey. And thank you to all who are gathered here this afternoon to celebrate with us. I now welcome graduate, former Navy Petty Officer Joshua D. Pastrino to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Then, if you're able, please remain standing for the national anthem sung by Reagan Stillings. Please remove your hats and direct your attention to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. We are pleased to welcome several honored guests to today's commencement ceremony. Joining us on the platform are key administrators of Ozarks Tech, as well as our Board of Trustees. These college leaders are vital to the continued success of our programs and of our students. In the front row, from my right to left, are Rob Rector, Executive Vice Chancellor for Administrative Services, John Gentry, Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Tracy McGrady, Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and today's keynote speaker, Paula Adams, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Catherine Moore, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, and Paul Sunday, Member of the Board of Trustees. In the back row, from my right to left, are Drew Courtway, Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Dusty Childress, OTC Education Center's President, Dr. Cliff Davis, Richwood Valley Campus President, Dr. Abigail Benz, Executive Vice Chancellor for Institutional and Student Success, Amy Bacon, Executive Director of the OTC Foundation and Chief of Staff, Matthew Simpson, Chief Research and Governmental Affairs Officer, and Dr. Daniel Gutierrez, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Please recognize them with a round of applause. The faculty and staff of the college have been critical to the success of our graduates, and many are here today. I'd like to ask our faculty and staff to please stand if you're able, and please join me in recognizing them with a round of applause. Faculty and staff. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize and honor the dedicated service of our retiring faculty and staff who are noted in your program today. Although they may be retiring, their legacy will continue to influence future generations. Our graduates have counted on Ozarks Tech faculty and staff to meet their goals, but the support of their loved ones is just as important. Would the family and friends of our graduates please stand if you're able? Family and friends? Graduates, let's give them a hand. Thank you. We'd also like to recognize the veterans and active military duty members with us today, both graduates and guests alike. Let's give them a hand. Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Paula Adams, Chair of the Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of today's graduates. Your hard work, determination, and dedication to your education are truly admirable. We are proud of each and every one of you for reaching this important milestone. Every graduate here has a unique story, but today what unites us is that we are all part of this college and this community. It is an honor to stand before you as we celebrate you and this community with the results of your efforts, your resilience, and your commitment to your goals. Thank you for making Ozarks Tech part of your journey. Congratulations, and we can't wait to see what holds for your future.
Thank you, Ms. Adams. It is my honor to introduce our student speaker, Mary Higginbotham, a psychology graduate who embodies resilience and transformation. At Ozarks Tech, she discovered her potential, built community, and found her voice. Today, she shares a message of perseverance and purpose, and we are so proud to have her represent Class of 2025. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Mary Higginbotham.
Thank you, Dr. Benz. It is an honor to be here. A story is a yearning meeting an obstacle. This is a quote by American author and Pulitzer Award winner Robert Olin Butler. This powerful quote could be indicative of all of our lives as graduates here at Ozarks Tech. We all started our journeys, better yet, our stories, with a yearning for something bigger, and we have all faced obstacles along the way. Each one of you here today has a story to tell, and there is a power and a passion in those stories. We have overcome obstacles, faced adversity, and we've all struggled to find that perfect parking spot. Today, I'm going to share with you how Ozarks Tech has impacted my personal story and changed my life forever, and I will give you words to think about as you continue your stories. As a non-traditional student, I decided to come back to college as a single mom of 3 children, working a fairly successful but unmeaningful direct sales business that would change lives. I didn't want to succumb to a stereotype, so I decided to pursue my passion in psychology. But I had no self-confidence in my ability to succeed. I grew up just down Highway 65 in Highlandville in a household that was deep in poverty. I experienced food and housing insecurity, and I was witness to addictions and recovery, relapse and abuse, all before the age of 18. I was simultaneously told, "You're going to do great things," while being made to feel like I wasn't enough. And I carried that until I started my first class at Ozarks Tech. For my first semester, I decided that I would only take 9 credit hours of the most basic level classes to get started and hope for the best. And in my first 2 weeks, I realized that I was among like-minded people. Because of the community and the immediate support from not only my classmates, surprising given that I'm most of your parents' ages, but also from teachers and even administration, I realized for the very first time my potential. The next semester, I took 13 credit hours, and the following, I enrolled in 19. And even after losing my job, which as a single parent meant the only income in my household, I still ended that semester with a GPA of 4.0 and was invited into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, where I later became an officer. I also co-founded the college's first American Sign Language club, Silent Poets Society. After 3 years at OTC, I have now accepted multiple prestigious scholarships, spoken at the PTK induction ceremony, and attended leadership events at the state capitol. Now, I'm transferring to Missouri State University for my bachelor's, and I feel like I'm living my childhood dream of overcoming what defined me for so long. And while I wish I could tell you that this was all completely on my own, the reality is that without having come to Ozarks Tech, I possibly would have never seen my true potential. And I feel as though this is the part of my story that a lot of you can relate to. Now I want you to think about your own stories. What obstacles have you faced? And what challenges have you overcome? Each of you sitting here today has proven, just as I have, that resilience, hard work, and determination can change the trajectory of your life. No matter where you came from, no matter the barriers you faced, you are here today because you pushed forward. You turned obstacles into stepping stones, and that is something that no one can take away from you. Your story is still being written, and the next chapter is entirely up to you. You have the power to shape your future, to inspire others, and to prove, just as you have done today, that you are capable of greatness. Finally, to quote the great Margaret Atwood, a word after a word after a word is power. Today, as we step forward into the next chapter of our lives, remember that your words, your story has power. Keep writing, keep growing, and keep striving for more. Congratulations, class of 2025. The best is yet to come.
Thank you, Mary. Our keynote speaker this afternoon is an inspiring leader who makes a lasting impact on our college and the lives of so many students, faculty, and staff. As Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Tracy McGrady leads Ozarks Tech with vision and grace. She is a strong advocate for innovation and excellence and plays a key role in building the student-centered culture we're proud of today. As she prepares to retire this year, we are honored to celebrate her contributions and wisdom one more time. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Tracy McGrady.
Good afternoon. First, let me start by saying I love this day. As I approach my retirement this summer after nearly 25 years at Ozarks Tech, I've been reflecting on what I will miss most, and this day, commencement, tops the list. So you can imagine that when I was asked to give this year's commencement address, I felt a little intimidated. I mean, what words could I possibly say to match the significance of this occasion? As it happens, my son is also graduating today, so I asked him for his advice, and he replied, "Just keep it short, Mom." So keep it short, I will. I'll start with a confession. I didn't write this speech alone. For the past 8.5 years, I've had the incredible honor of serving as the voice of the Ozarks Tech faculty, a role that has brought me more pride than anything else in my career. And as I prepare for retirement, this moment feels like my chance to fulfill that role one final time. So I decided this wouldn't be my speech, it would be ours. I turned to the people I admire most, the ones who have been your supporters every moment since you became an Ozarks Tech student, the people who are sitting alongside you, literally, even today, our faculty. I asked them to help me craft this speech by sharing what they most want to say to you, what they hope you will carry with you long after you leave us. And as you might imagine, they had a lot to say. First, they want you to know we are so incredibly proud of you. Think back to your first week as an OTC student. You may have felt uncertain, Some of you may have wondered whether you belonged in college at all. But we've watched you, first crawling, then walking, then running, and now you're ready to fly. We've had a front row seat to watching you grow, and that is the greatest honor of this job. They also want you to know you inspire us. Some of you came to college right after high school. For others, this might be your second, third, or even fourth try. And for many of you, this day was far from guaranteed. We see you, the student who works full-time while raising children, the one battling illness or healing from a tragic loss. We see those of you who are quietly surviving unimaginable adversity. And yet, here you are. You pushed through and you made it. And we want you to take a moment and let that sink in, because it can be so easy to rush toward the next big thing without pausing to say, look at what I've accomplished. They also shared the kind of wisdom I wish someone had shared with me at my own college graduation. They said, most of life is ordinary, and that's okay. We get very busy chasing the elusive feeling called happiness and things that might bring it, jobs, houses, status, when in fact real happiness is found in the smallest, quietest moments. The people you love and will love make life meaningful and sometimes even bearable. Find the people who see through the blatant lie when you say, I'm fine, and instead pull up a chair beside you and gently ask, how are we going to get through this? And be that person for someone else. They want me to remind you, pain will come. Some of you already know that deeply. But when it does, let it teach you. The playwright Harold Pinter once wrote, hold this thought, right when you are most defeated, exhausted, positive of perpetual failure, this is when the epiphany is likely to arrive. Whatever is bearing down on you is a great teacher. Calm down and listen and crawl from beneath it a better person. They want me to remind you, you're not a product, you're a process. Life doesn't follow a perfect path, and neither will you. And they want me to remind you that if anyone is going to magically appear and make your life better, that person is always going to be you. When the road gets hard, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means you're in the part that makes most people quit. Growth is messy. Mastery comes through struggle. So when you're in it, deep in the hard parts, don't say, I should have this figured out by now. Instead say, this is what figuring it out feels like. They also want to share something that may surprise you. We're going to miss you. We know the gig. We know that we are just one stop on your journey, but we remember you. And we're still here. Reach out. Tell us where life has taken you. You're moving ahead, but we're still going to be right here cheering you on. And finally, please hold on to this. You belong. In every room you walk into, every opportunity you chase, the life you dream of creating, you belong there. If you ever doubt that, remember this day. Look at the people who showed up for you. Look at the people who believe in you. And look at what you've already done. Claim your place in the world. We are proud of you, not just because your name is read today and your tassel moves from right to left, but because we saw you show up when it was hard, because you dared to build a future, a new version of yourself. So go out and live your life. It won't be a perfect one, but it can be a full one. In the words of poet Mary Oliver, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Write your own story and know that all of us here at Ozarks Tech cannot wait to read it. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you. Would the candidates for the graduating class of 2025 please stand if you are able? Dr. Higdon, these candidates have completed the necessary requirements for their chosen degree or certificate. It is with great pride that they are presented to you on behalf of the faculty of Ozarks Tech.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the State of Missouri and the Board of Trustees of Ozarks Tech, I hereby confer upon you each of the degree or certificate for which you've been recommended. Graduates, after you receive your diploma, please return to your seat. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas to the graduating class of 2025. Will all the candidates, except those in the front row, please be seated.
Tracy Lynn Jones, Associate Interdepartmental Studies with Honors. Caden Ann Dempster, Associate in Teacher Education with Honors. Mary B. Higginbotham, Associate in Behavioral Science with Honors. Reagan Stillings, Associate in Business with Honors. Joshua David Petrosino, Associate in General Studies. Dory A. Corbett, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Kylie Michelle Werner, Associate in Business and Marketing. John D. Larson, Associate in Behavioral Health Support with Honors. Audrey Wanamaker Long, Associate in General Studies with Honors. Sydney J. Barger, Associate in General Studies with Honors. Alishan Beg, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Brianna D. Rodriguez, Certificate in Behavioral Health Support with Honors. Lisa B. Mitchell, Associate of Science in Biology. Rex A. Renfro, Associate in Behavioral Health Support. Jill Nicole Eves, Associate in General Studies. Keely Elizabeth Roberts, Associate Interdepartmental Studies. Brady Alexander Davis, Associate in General Studies. Leslie M. Davis, Associate in General Studies. Erica Annalisa Pointer, Associate in General Studies. Sunshine M. Wolf, Associate in Business and Marketing. Andrew Dietz, Associate in English with Honors. Samantha Ann Mooney, Associate in General Studies. Sherry A. Bowman, Associate in Behavioral Health Support. Connor James Willis, Associate in General Studies with Honors. Abigail Michelle Miller, Associate in English with Honors. Richard Paul Magnuson Jr., Associate in Business and Marketing. Brenton M. Shelton, Associate in Criminal Justice. Taylor Marie Cook, Associate in Teacher Education. Jackson Davis, Associate in General Studies. Avery Flynn Fitzsimmons, Associate in Business. Lindsay Rain Walker, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Danielle Nicole Brown, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Kirsten A. Ward, Associate in Teacher Education with Honors. Adrian D. Henry, Associate in General Studies. Ransom Scott Gurman, Associate in General Studies with Honors. Olivia L. Cox, Associate in General Studies. Samantha J. Phillips, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Emily B. Chase, Associate in Teacher Education. Hunter Jace Allison, Associate in General Studies with honors. Robin Amber Gilcrease, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Chelsea Elizabeth Schrader, Associate in Teacher Education with honors.
Cameron Elizabeth Clymer, Associate in General Studies. Chloe Janae Wilson, Associate in Business and Marketing. Neam Marie Gallagher, Associate in General Studies. Olivia D. Bell, Associate Interdepartmental Studies. Brianna Barrett, English Associate with honors. Sadie Jo Abercrombie, Associate in Business and Marketing with honors. Madison Ruth Ann Jones, Associate in General Studies. Shelby Leanne Robertson, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Rachel Lee Robinson, Associate in Business with honors. Alexandria Reed Goddard, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Nicole M. Kimbrell, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Brooke Frank, Associate in General Studies. Caitlin Frank, Associate in General Studies with honors. Clarissa Shiante Richardson, Associate in Behavioral Health Support. Stephanie R. Calhoun, Associate in Behavioral Health Support. Courtney Marie Cole, Associate in Behavioral Health Support with honors. Natasha Leigh Yates, Associate in Behavioral Health Support. Emma Louise Kissinger, Associate in Behavioral Health Support with honors. Hannah Marie Young, Associate in Behavioral Health Support with honors. Nikki Jordan Seacrest, Associate in General Studies with honors. Joanne Paula Deboyer, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Jimmy Fulton Nguyen, Associate in Business and Marketing. Alexander C. Villaruz, Associate in General Studies. Cheryl Ann McNally, Associate in Accounting and Business Management with honors. Rachel Nicole Foster, Associate in Criminal Justice. Carly Jane Page, Associate in Business with honors. Kendra Ray Hembry, Associate in Teacher Education. Michaela J. Evans, Associate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Christina L. Bunch, Associate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Sabrina Van Winkle, Certificate in American Sign Language. Julia N. L. Limron, Associate in Teacher Education. Conifer Leellen Lark, Associate in General Studies with honors. Sydney M. Hunt, Certificate in American Sign Language. Emma R. Robertson, Associate in General Studies with honors. Nathan G.F. Williams, Associate in Social Work. Gabriel Rose Paggia, Associate in General Studies with honors. Emma Elaine Busby, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Kanan J. Smith, Associate of Science in Biology. Bailey S. Whittaker, Associate in General Studies. Grant E. Petty, Associate in Business with honors. Shalia Wajay Jerombi, Associate in Business and Marketing. Rebecca J. Grant, Associate of Science in Civil Engineering with honors.
Zachary L. Greninger, Associate in General Studies. Grace A. McNamer, Associate in Business with honors. Lola Isabel Kopang, Associate in General Studies with honors. Kirsten Marie Burdett, Associate in Business and Marketing with honors. Kenton Rubel, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Jordan Christopher Berman, Associate in Electronic Media Production. Tobias K. Zarici, Associate in Electronic Media Production. Taylor Renee Jones, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Savannah R. Baker, Associate in Business. Renee E. Marquardt, Associate in General Studies. Keely M. Brummett, Associate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Bethany D. Campbell, Associate in Criminal Justice. Kayla Renee Callis, Associate in Agriculture, Animal Science with honors. Sydney Leanne Lackey, Associate in General Studies. Marissa J. Peterson, Associate in Business with honors. Alyssa Drew Morgenthaler, Associate in Behavioral Science. Sarah D. Webb, Certificate in American Sign Language with honors. Jake D. Maples, Associate in Electronic Media Production. Ethan G. Powell, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Andrew Noel Perkin, Associate in Graphic Design Technology with honors. Trayson Kruger, Associate in Business. Madison P. Smith, Associate in Business. Ashley Crystal Sanchez Hernandez, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Caitlin Elizabeth Fuchs, Associate in General Studies with honors. Deborah Z. House, Associate in General Studies. Erin Rochelle Bailey, Associate of Science in Chemistry with honors. Corina Cretu, Associate in Business and Marketing. Brianna Lynn Thompson, Associate in Agriculture, Animal Science with honors. Blake Wyatt Steele, Certificate in Agriculture. Josette N. McLaughlin, Associate in Agriculture, Animal Science with honors. Natalie Sportsman, Associate in Agriculture, Animal Science. Adam Reed Lewis, Associate in Agriculture, General Agriculture with honors. William Rapp, Associate in Agriculture, General Agriculture. Trayson Isaiah Cobb, Associate in Business. Emily Onita Reed Reyes, Associate in Business and Marketing. Jessica A. Myers, Associate in Early Childhood Development. Reagan Blaze Espy, Associate in Business. Kelsey Ann Alsup, Associate in General Studies with honors. Ethan Daniel Brantley, Associate in General Studies. Chloe Raylyn Jones, Associate in Agriculture, General Agriculture with honors. Samuel Kelly, Associate in General Studies. Isabel Rebecca Kaufman, Associate in General Studies. Caden A. Davenport, Associate in General Studies. Matthew William Crawford, Associate in General Studies with honors. Laramie Shea Blackburn, Associate in General Studies. Amber Lynn Cornforth, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Eve G. Mannery, Associate in General Studies with honors. Aaron Owen Phillips, Associate in General Studies with honors. Holly B. Harrell, Associate in General Studies with honors. Devin J. Oliver, Associate in Business. Serenity Harvey Fuel, Associate in General Studies. Chanel Marie Walker, Associate in Criminal Justice. Leah Grace Shelley, Associate in Behavioral Health Support. Savannah Nicole Nimerick, Associate in General Studies with honors. Shauna Christine Ringo, Associate in General Studies with honors. Sarah F. Laster, Associate in Agriculture, General Agriculture with honors. Rachel Danelle Gale Hartzell, Associate in Agriculture, Animal Science with honors. Cassandra Lynn Tice, Associate in Business with honors. Katie Marie Bartlett, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Bailey Grace Hurt, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Michaela G. Spence, Associate in Business.
Tabitha Faye Davis, Associate in Teacher Education. Gabriel Lynn Marie Schuster, Associate in General Studies. Evelyn Marie Fadden, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Leslie Olfers, Associate in Social Work. Jessica A. Stafford, Associate in General Studies. Alicia J. Edwards, Associate in Behavioral Science. Zachary X. Downward, Associate in Agriculture, Plant Science. Chris L. Whitworth, Associate in Business and Marketing. Samia Kalian Cannon, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Samantha Marie Hayner, Associate in General Studies. Amber French, Certificate in Agriculture. Courtney E. Leader, Associate in Social Work with honors. Mary I. Nunez, Associate in Accounting and Business Management with honors. Caleb Kent Leitner, Associate in General Studies. Rainey Gale Pickle, Associate in General Studies. Matthew L. Bouchert, Associate in General Studies with honors. Keisha Gay L. Mason Samuels, Associate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Brielle Teresa Garcia, Associate in Business. Katie Danielle Tiller, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Cinnamon H. Carruthers, Associate in General Studies. Wen Wee Joe, Associate in General Studies with honors. Christina Herney Utmia, Associate in Accounting and Business Management with honors. Brooke Marie Edwards, Associate in Business with honors. Jamie J. Norton, Associate in General Studies with honors. Megan Nicole Downs, Associate in General Studies. Melissa D. Walters, Associate in General Studies with honors. Miranda Jordan Fair, Associate in Business. Jasmine E. Pogue, Associate in General Studies. Nathan Elijah Bumgardner, Associate in General Studies with honors. Emily Renee Allen, Associate in Business. Shauna A. Fifield, Certificate in Administrative Assistant. Alyssa Lynn Connor, Associate in General Studies with honors. Jenna J. Myers, Associate in Business with honors. Camila E. Fuentes, Associate in General Studies with honors. Riley Ellen Rector, Associate in Behavioral Science with honors. Jesselyn Elizabeth Rollins, Associate in Business. Chelsea Elizabeth Woodruff, Associate in Criminal Justice. Elena Marie Chestnut, Associate in Agricultural Animal Science. Becca Paige Dolacek, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. James C. Coatney, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Olivia Grace Hall, Associate in General Studies. Keith Allen Pastula, Associate in Accounting and Business Management with honors. Anthony V. Guzman, Associate in Business with honors. Morgan R. Maddox, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Bethany J. Walton, Associate in English. Caitlin M. Wester, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Jesselyn Elizabeth Maley, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Katrina Louise Prock, Associate in Business. Catherine A. Ferguson, Associate in General Studies with honors. Megan M. Blake, Associate in Business and Marketing. Summer Ruth Dilbo, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Angel Marie Dillabo, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Daniel E. Hagemeyer, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Dylan Jane Woods, Associate in General Studies. Rebecca L. Stotts, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Misia G. Helfenstein, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Whitley S. Pendergrass, Associate in General Studies. Janelle Deanne Mendoza, Associate in Business and Marketing. Haley R. Smith, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Rosalind Ann Taylor, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Brian Salgado Mendoza, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Colin A. Fuller, Associate in General Studies. Sam Colin Snyder, Associate of Science in Biology. Bryce R. McCoy, Associate in General Studies with honors.
Carter V. Cady, Associate of Science in Biology. Carson D. Cady, Associate in General Studies. Hannah N. Locamp, Associate in Business and Marketing. Joshua A. DeLeo, Associate in General Studies. Allison Renee Holtzlog, Associate in General Studies with honors. Samara V. Cantrell, Associate in Teacher Education. Christina L. Kramer, Associate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Harley Destiny Strube, Associate in Social Work with honors. Anthony Michael Chapetta, Associate in Business. Deborah L. Lloyd, Associate in General Studies. Teresa L. McMillan, Associate in Business and Marketing. Kendall Lisa Renee Hill, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Bridget Louise Wilson, Associate in Business and Marketing. Jada M. Shockley, Certificate in Administrative Assistant. Alexis Marie Carter, Associate in General Studies with honors. Rose Frederick Burns, Associate in General Studies. Jackson Parker Whitmire, Associate in Graphic Design Technology with honors. Crystal Martinez, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Samantha F. Scott, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Valentina Barak, Associate in Business with honors. J.C. Paoli, Associate in General Studies. Kaylee Ray Kessler, Certificate in Early Childhood Development. Theodore Justin Parrott, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. George J. Parrott, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Erica A. Davis, Certificate and Administrative Assistant. Jennifer Alberto, Associate of Science and Biology. Anna R. Tharp, Associate in Teacher Education. Heather Daniela Villatorez, Associate in General Studies. Charlotte L. Bowers, Associate in General Studies. Madison Nicole Elizabeth Eckenrod, Associate in General Studies. Richard Andrew Williams, Associate in General Studies with honors. Kristen Marie Morrison, Associate in General Studies with honors. Tia Marie Garrett, Associate in General Studies with honors. Kevin Anthony Crooks, Associate in General Studies with honors. Grace Isabella Rose Lind Aguilar, Associate in General Studies with honors. Jacob L. Zamora, Associate in General Studies. Courtney S. Love, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Jeremy Jack Louie, Associate in General Studies. Edward Terry Arroyo, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Joseph Kiprotich Taw, Associate of Science in Electrical Engineering. Owen Edward Keene, Associate of General Studies. Ellie M. Knipp, Associate in General Studies. Samantha G. Wendt, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Avery J. Dean, Certificate in Early Childhood Development. Alexis P. Reynolds, Certificate in Early Childhood Development. Lily A. Sloan, Certificate in Early Childhood Development. Jacob M. Frex, Associate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Kayla M. Thompson, Associate in General Studies with honors. Kinley M. Sadler, Associate in General Studies with honors. Haley A. Doherty, Associate in General Studies. Ezra D. McDonald, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Trey Jordan Fogg, Associate in General Studies. Hunter A. Forrester, Associate in Criminal Justice. William Arlen Howell, Associate in General Studies with honors. Sam N. Orr, Associate in General Studies with honors. Riley Christine Lewis, Associate of General Studies with honors. Angela R. Walker, Certificate in Early Childhood Development. Yesenia Marie Zuniga, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Olivia Jane Eyre, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Davian A. Holland, Certificate in Electronic Media Production. Charity Lynn Choates, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Dana L. Choates, Associate in General Studies with honors. Isabella M. Ussery, Certificate in Electronic Media Production. Taylor W. Howard, Associate in Criminal Justice. Luke Lyndon Connor, Associate of Science in Civil Engineering with honors. Hayden R. Rose, Associate in Social Work. Samuel D. Lopez, Associate in General Studies with honors. Holden Francis Tremaine, Associate in General Studies. Christian Adam Hill, Associate in General Studies. Karina D. Sandoval, Associate in General Studies. Aubrey M. Baraz, Associate in General Studies. Jarrell B. Habagat, Associate in General Studies with honors. Tasha L. Winiger, Associate in Behavioral Science. John Leroy Wigton II, Associate in General Studies with honors. Bonita Beth Dorsum, Associate in General Studies. Nellie Zhangzi, Associate in Childhood Development. Brittany Ray Hewitt, Associate in General Studies. Amanda K. Warnica, Associate in Agriculture, Plant Science. Naema Barome, Associate in General Studies.
Victoria Rose Spurberg, Associate in Teacher Education. Riley L. Murphy, Certificate in Business and Marketing. Rosie Kana Moa, Associate of Science in Biology with honors. Kaylee Dawn Stoll, Associate in Criminal Justice. Joseph S. Riker, Associate in Accounting and Business and Management. Lennon Paul Skelton, Associate in Electronic Media Production. Valerie L. Bush, Associate in General Studies. Zealand Isaiah Hartgrove, Associate in General Studies with honors. Natalie Grace Phillips, Associate in General Studies with honors. Brianna Hope Laughlin, Associate in Social Work. Carly A. Davis, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Addison C. Workman, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Scott W. Smith, Associate of Science in Mechanical Engineering and Mathematics. Jonathan Michael Ziegler, Associate in General Studies. Emily Ann Madison Stab, Associate of Science in Biology. Marina Catherine Main, Associate in General Studies. Gunnar Wade Morris, Associate in General Studies. Jace Stephen Nichols, Associate in Business. Amanda Ashley Mulder, Associate in Social Work with honors. Aiden Louise House, Associate in Business and Marketing. Haley Paige Murphy, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Landon Gregory Bell, Associate in Cybersecurity. Kelsey Viles, Associate in General Studies. Elizabeth Sky Miller, Associate in General Studies. Eli J. Underwood, Associate in General Studies with honors. Jessica M. Goodwin, Associate in Accounting and Business Management with honors. Stevie Elliott, Associate in General Studies with honors. Caleb James Stafford, Associate in General Studies. Abigail M. Stafford, Associate in General Studies with honors. Heather Lee Campbell, Associate in General Studies with honors. Bishop Moore, Associate in General Studies. Tegan Callie Rogers, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Jaden K. Bailey, Associate in Business and Marketing. Associate in Behavioral Science with honors. Megan K. Elise Smith, Associate in Business with honors. Taylon S. Hill, Associate in General Studies. Austin Dwayne Tuck, Associate in Business. Kyla Alexandria Naomi Howell, Associate in English with honors. Amy Cheyenne Appleton, Associate in General Studies. Hannah M. Hudson, Associate in Business and Marketing. Angeline Michelle Norman, Associate in General Studies with honors. Pierce Joseph Fortner, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Sean Christopher Aaron Huffman, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. William Robert McKinney, Associate in General Studies. Matthew Allen McNabb, Associate in General Studies. Madeline Grace Keach, Associate in General Studies with honors. Alexander David Summers, Associate in Business. Levi B. Smithson, Associate in Business with honors. Nolan Ellis Houston, Associate in Business and Marketing. Jerica June Branson, Associate in Agriculture, Animal Science. Leo Graham Hexeth, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Brett W. Irvine, Associate in Electronic Media Production. AJ Graves, Associate in Electronic Media Production. Jordan Richard Ruffin, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Nikki Smith Kolb, Associate in General Studies with honors. Yasmin E. Morris, Certificate in Administrative Assistant. Krista L. Sorois, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Alexis Nicole Ellie, Associate in General Studies with honors. Peyton A. LaRue, Associate in General Studies with honors. Jasmine Dawn L. Tinker, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Amanda G. Clare, Associate in Teacher Education. Cheyenne Marie Newman, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Michaela E. Gillen, Associate in General Studies. Christina M. Metcalf, Associate in Behavioral Health Support with honors. Alyssa C. Bell, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Taylor Brooke Hodges, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Natalie J. Stocker, Associate of Science in Mechanical Engineering with honors. Candy Natalia Rivers, Associate of Science and Engineering with honors. Avery Pearl Rayton, Associate of Science in Biology. Kelsey Elizabeth Baker, Associate of Science in Biology. Katarina L. Surgeon, a Certificate in Early Childhood Development. Emily P. Hamilton, Certificate in Early Childhood Development with honors. Noah C. Decker, Associate in General Studies. Raven Lee Ray, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Jeffrey D. Gulick, Associate in General Studies. Cameron Beatrice Doyle, Associate in Teacher Education. Vivian Gabriel Patterson, Associate in Criminal Justice. Tyler G. James, Associate of Science in Biology. Gabriel M. Henson, Associate in General Studies. Trent Allen Thompson, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Anthony E. Porter, Associate in General Studies. Caitlin Robinson, Associate in Accounting and Business Management with honors. Echo M. Nix, Associate in Business and Marketing. Mackenzie Leanne Nichols, Associate in Early Childhood Development. Kaylee B. Whitlow, Associate in Business. Kylie Elizabeth Roper, Associate in Teacher Education.
Jeremiah B. Breeze, Associate in General Studies with honors. Joseph W. Smith, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Isaac J. Franska, Associate in Teacher Education. Dawson James Hook, Associate in Business and Marketing with honors. Zachary Benjamin Ellis, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Colton D. Jensen, Associate in General Studies. Eric Fast, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Callie Ann Oliva Whitman, Associate in Teacher Education. Kyler Wynn Eugene Murphy, Associate in Business and Marketing with honors. Benjamin Stephen Sinclair, Associate in Business with honors. Hannah Elizabeth Meadows, Associate in General Studies. Devin Michael Duncan, Associate in Business. Michael M. Calloway, Associate in General Studies with honors. Ryan Josiah Ellis, Associate of Science in Biology. Sophia Grace Vaughn, Associate Interdepartmental Studies. Sophie C. Hall, Associate in Teacher Education. Jack Daniel Gonzalez, Associate in General Studies. Daniel H. Diaz, Associate in General Studies. Jackson C. Roker, Associate in Electronic Media Production. Gavin Lucas Armstrong, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Cameron Mitchell Dingus, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Madison R. Goodwin, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Quinn Laurie Hafoka, Associate in Criminal Justice. Sophia K. Nelson, Associate in General Studies. Kaylee Samantha Klein, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors. Ashley Nicole Roberts, Associate in Criminal Justice. Bailey Hayes Marsh, Associate in Teacher Education. Jared Thurman Nance, Associate in General Studies. Colby Keene Gilmore, Associate in Criminal Justice. Chase Alexander Wilson, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Riley Chance Hodges, Associate in General Studies. Randy N. Acklin, Associate in Business with honors. Leah Y. Hahn, Associate in General Studies. Camilla Gail Gibson, Associate in General Studies with honors. Aaron N. Ball, Associate in Business. Laura Renee Fagans, Associate in Business. Faith N. Watson, Associate in Business. Robert Landon Sekulik, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Jada L. Hubbard, Associate in Accounting and Business Management. Aaron J. Nowak, Associate in General Studies. Isaiah W. Bolin, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Christopher L. Goodall, Associate in General Studies with honors. Janae Ruth Celia Specht, Associate in Business and Marketing. Anjarea D. Evans, Associate in Graphic Design Technology. Brennan Page Carroll, Associate in Graphic Design Technology with honors. Caleb Johnson Hickey, Associate in English with honors. Bailey Dawson Aust, Associate in General Studies. Rinji McKay, Associate in Electronic Media Production with honors. Audrey Z. Ruth, Associate in Social Work with honors. Laura Sherry Anderson, Certificate in Specialization in Honors Studies. Madeline J. McGarra, Associate in Social Work. Maria T. Diaz-Rubin, Associate in General Studies. Jolie Grace Powers, Associate in General Studies.
Will all the graduates please stand if you're able? Let me be the first to welcome you to official membership in the Ozarks Technical Community College Alumni Association. Because the recessional is an integral and significant part of the ceremony, we ask that the audience remain in place until the graduates have exited. Graduates, you will be ushered out by row, so please follow the directions of your floor marshals. Graduates, to signify your transition from student to graduate, you may turn your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 graduating class of Ozarks Technical Community College.